Am I the jerk? I booked a hotel for my family instead of taking a cramped train with my in-laws. My husband Eric and I are traveling to his sister Chloe's wedding with our 1-year-old son, Max. The plan is a small ceremony at Eric's parents' home, then a larger reception in Chloe's fiancé city. Tension has simmered since Max's birth. Eric's mother, Barbara, and Chloe once swooped in to help, but ended up critiquing my cooking, my wardrobe, and how much I held my newborn. Eric eventually ushered them out, yet every call since still includes scrutiny of Max's outfits or the tidiness of our living room. For the second leg of the celebration, Barbara pushed hard for a cramped family Airbnb and a 22-hour train ride. I worried the marathon journey would destroy Max's nap schedule and leave us all exhausted. Eric feared separate arrangements might look snooty, but I laid out how little sleep, shared bathrooms, and clashing personalities would spell disaster. After an hour of debate, he agreed that peace was worth a raised eyebrow or two, so we booked flights and a quiet hotel room. Flying a day early was bliss. We strolled museums, watched Max toddle through city parks, and ate unhurried café lunches. Meanwhile, the train group traded gossip and revived old inheritance feuds. Eric's cousin later messaged that the ride had dissolved into bickering about who spends too much on whom, with Eric's name tossed around. Wedding day challenges still appeared. At the reception, Barbara kept scooping up Max to show him off, then acted puzzled when he cried. I stepped in, explained that crowds overwhelm him, and reminded everyone we would rotate who held him so he felt secure. Eric backed me without hesitation. When Barbara urged us to join dawn-to-dusk group breakfasts, we politely declined and promised to see everyone at scheduled events. She tut-tutted, but we stuck to our boundary. The reception itself turned out lovely. Max napped on schedule, charmed distant relatives with sleepy smiles, and even earned quiet praise from an aunt who was surprised by how calm he remained. I felt a wave of relief. Eric chose our family's comfort over appearances. Barbara learned that routine matters more than photo ops, and I proved to myself that advocating for my child is not selfish. Back home, unpacking suitcases, I feel proud. Clear limits kept the trip smooth, and Max's well-being stayed front and center, exactly what a wedding weekend should reflect. A story from Choice_Evidence 1983.
I love that the OP stood up for herself and her little family with such tender strength, and showed that boundaries can be an act of love when relatives forget to respect a new mom's needs.
I'm not defending Barbara and Chloe, but seriously, if a train carriage is the ultimate family bonding session that ends in inheritance brawls, maybe crash 2 hotels and let Eric decide where his loyalty really lies.
Honey, the OP took her little squad on that glam flight while Barbara and Chloe were busy throwing shade and rehashing inheritance fights, and I'm over here booking popcorn for the drama show.